time? That thing's crazy though. What?
It'll take your hands right off.
Oh, I know. Well, here, you want to pull up a chair and watch me split? Where you want to sit? Well, if you want to sit, you sit here. My life. I missed the trailer. I missed the trailer completely. like using better? That one, the hydraulic, or this one? Well, once you get used to it, it's pretty good. I'm not splitting them too small. That's how my customers want. This is all oak.
welcome. Hit that subscribe, hit that like. There's 200 people watching. Let's get 200 likes.
Doesn't like knotted wood, that's for sure. That's the downside, it won't split them knotted pieces. touching my fingers. Why aren't you at No King's Walk? I have no idea what that is. What is the best wood? Any hardwood. Looks like walnut, maybe hickory. It's oak. It's oak. What, you gonna go find something to eat? What? I said, what, you go find something to eat? That's what I gotta do, sir. 340 people watching. 340. That's good. You normally get 50. how much of this it will split. I'm not trying to avoid your comments. I just can't see it from where my phone's at. What's up? What's up? How you doing, Fred? We're at 64 likes. Can we get to 100? Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Join it! 7 likes. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Comments. I'm gonna go get my light pretty soon. It's getting dark. I have to go get my light soon. It's getting real dark. I'm gonna go get my light. I'm gonna start the generator so I can see. I'm gonna start the generator so I can see. Alright, let's get this generator started. I just got it a couple days ago, so now I can split even if it can start. Maybe I turn the switch on. There we go. There we go. Now it's shining right in my neighbor's eyes. I'm not gonna move it. My generator just shut off. Give me 1 second to start this thing back up. I don't know why it shut off. It's full of gas, so I don't know. If you sit behind the engine, you get heat. You don't need the carbon dioxide thing. Starting to get cold. I said it's starting to get cold. Too bad I don't have a fire pit out here. A fire pit's at the house. Why is it being cut into such small pieces? Because that's what my customers want. They don't want really big pieces. And a lot of this goes into firewood bundles. A lot of my customers, all they want is drinking wood. They just want a fire to sit around and drink. They're not really heating their house. Yeah, big one. I thought you said something. No.
How many?
How many right now? We're at 278 viewers right now. 278. Was it 350? So I mean, it comes and goes. Sometimes I'll go down to 20. I can't pick and choose how many viewers I get. So how many likes do you have? Let's get to 100 likes. We're at 903.
Yeah, it's weird. A lot of my customers don't actually burn. They just use it for they want a fire. So a lot of them won't really want big fires. I mean, they don't want small fires. They want big fires. Smaller pieces. Chill. How you guys doing? One more light. We got 100. Now I gotta bust up some of these big rounds. I'm gonna. Might as well cut this while. I said, might as well cut that while I gotta split these rounds up so I can split them. Make sure this light so I can actually see. Because I gotta bust these rounds up to split them, so might as well shut the splitter off so I can actually get some of these rounds quartered. Where did I put them all? Do you see where I put them all? I can't see anything with this light shining in my face. Should be on the other side, I think.
Right there.
Where? Oh. Where the place where I was literally just standing 2 seconds. Yeah. There, I got it for you. Man, there must be a knot in this one. It don't want to move at all. All right, I'm back. My mic died.
Oh.
If I had my... All right, you have a flashlight?
Yeah.
I think the safest path is right there. That's probably your best path. Because I don't think there's much room over there for you to go. Well, we still have 200 people watching. I know, right? I don't even know what we're eating for dinner. All right, I'm not busting these ones. I'm not sitting here killing myself.
All right. Well, then, so then shut everything down.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Cause I ain't got no more wood to split then. All right, let's take this off. I guess I don't think I brought anything that I need. Wow, there's 200 something people watching. I guess I could split some of that.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it. It's already dark anyway.
Yeah.
That looks hard. I'm gonna see if anybody wants to chat. Ugh. All right, does anybody have any questions? Like you normally guys do. You can go back if you want. I see, you can go back if you want. See if anybody wants to ask questions. Sometimes they ask firewood questions. Well, we got 107. We got 200 likes.
Above the head.
All right. I think that you might be able to squeeze right by there, right by the trailer.
Yeah. I always searched it out.
Made sure you could fit. All right. I'm seeing if these. I am in New Jersey. I'm trying to see if any of these logs are worth splitting, but I don't think I can split any of them. All right, have fun. I can't see you at all, so with this light in me.
Yeah, well, you cut everything down, right?
I might hand split some of those other logs. Depends on if people stay on. If I lose people on the live stream, I'll end it. But there are still like 116 people watching, so might as well try to do something. Let me move this out of the way for now. And I'm in. There we go. I am in South Jersey. So if I can get some of these logs split by hand, I'll be able to turn back on the splitter and split. Annoying thing is getting it so you guys can see. Alright, so now you guys can see, and I can't see anything on the screen because I'm blinded by this light. Let's see. Alright, if you have any questions about firewood, I don't know how to move this out of the way. How are you? I'm doing good. How am I a pervert? What is your fire making level? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. What is your fire making level? I'm not sure what you mean. So if I can get some of these split, I'm going to start splitter back up. What do you, oh, I don't know why I quickly read it like that. What do you mean private? How are you? I'm doing good. Hopefully I'm not too far away. Guess I could bring this log closer. Well, wood's half rotted. Yeah, this edge is all just rotted. But when all said and done, it still burns. I'm not unsure what you're talking about. I'm surprised I still have 200 people watching. Where'd I just put my maul? Oh. I guess this log's easier to split than that first one I tried, wherever that is. Hello guys, welcome. Thank you for joining. Just having fun splitting firewood. These logs out of the way so I can stack this so I can split it. Chopping wood, yes. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what that means. I don't know what half the stuff people say on this channel means. I get comments that are the most random things ever that never make any sense. All the time. So I don't know. So just out of curiosity, where are you guys watching from? What town? What? You don't have to say a town, but what state, country? I've seen people from Australia watching. I've seen people, a decent amount of people from different parts of the world. It's pretty cool. Greetings from Germany. See, there's some people from Germany, and there's somebody from Germany watching. Thank you. I just think it's cool to be able to see where people are watching from. Vermont? Thanks. Wow. The Philippines. Okay. Nashville, Tennessee, Jamaica. All right, can we get to 120 likes? We're at 115. How you guys doing? Thank you for joining. So, I've been trying to do more and more live videos, because it seems like people really do enjoy the live videos. So, whenever I have the time, I try to hop on. Frank's back. How you doing? Shout out to Frank. He is a member. So if you would like to support me like Frank, you can hit the join button or just simply hit the subscribe, or you can send a super chat if you would like to support me. I was living in Southern Oregon. We would burn. Okay. Good to hear that you are good, Fred. So if you'd like to help me reach my next goal is 120 likes. We're at 117. Yes, once I reach that goal, I'm going to raise it to another goal, because why not? Yeah. Thumbs up. Yes, everybody hit the thumbs up button. We got 120 likes. Now, I've had some people ask me, what does the like button do? Not really much of anything. It just says that you enjoyed my content. I don't know if it does anything to the YouTube algorithm. That I don't know. All right, so I got 3 more big logs to try to split. And I'm going to try to drag some out of the woods in that small pile over there and see how much more I can split to try to split a little bit longer. Because why not? I still got 100-something people watching. So might as well keep splitting. So make sure you guys hit that like button. And all inappropriate comments you will either be banned or put in timeout depending on what you say. So if you want to be able to leave comments on my video, you got to keep it clean. Otherwise, you will get banned from commenting on my channel, or whatever me or the moderators please to do. They can ban you, they can put you in timeout. And my moderators don't mess around. Aliens don't exist. At least like coming from other places. An alien is, what is an alien? Anybody that's not from that place, I guess I think it is. But I don't believe in aliens. Greetings from East Germany, Frankfurt at, okay, how you guys doing? Wow, 116 people, 222 likes. And I gotta get another drink. Now this one's got a knot, like right here. So this is going to be fun if it doesn't want to split. Or if I hit in a half rotted spot, then it will be fun. This is probably the log I started with. Man, I hit my maul on the asphalt. All right, let's try this. It's not liking this knot, I'll tell you that. Neither is my shoulder, man. Whew. That's gonna be fun if the splitter actually splits that. Or if I don't kill myself from exhausting myself. Tiring. It's one reason I am glad splitters exist. So I don't have to kill myself splitting firewood by a maul or an axe all day. All right, last big one, which also has a knot in it, before I go and drag some more out of my pile. Oh, this is the one I was trying to split before. Looks like it's got a little crack, and you guys can't see it. There. Yeah. Whew. So if I keep having wood to split, I'll keep splitting. I don't know how long I'm going to do this live for, but there's still 119 people watching. So $85 people watching, not bad. I'll keep splitting for a little bit. Alright. Let's see if I can drag some of these pieces of wood out of the yard. I don't even know if there's much in there. If not, I'll just split the rest of this and call it a day. So give me a little bit. I'm going to see if there's some wood I can pull out that's ready to split. Because as far as I remember, I had some wood that was ready to split, but it's hard to see what's in here. I don't even know if you can even see me. Yeah, it's too dark to try to find logs. So I'm gonna split the rest of this pile and I'm gonna call it a night. So let me move my camera back. Pull this log splitter back forward again. Move this log out of the way. Hope my stinking generator doesn't just all of a sudden die, because then I'll be left here in the dark. I mean, it has a full tank of gas, so it should be good. Trying to put you on a good angle so you can watch me split the wood. All right, let's fire this thing back up again and split a little bit more wood. So a lot of times when I'm doing live videos, I'll prepare how much firewood I want to split. But I did a live this morning, so I had that firewood prepared, but I wasn't prepared for this one because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to split firewood because we were doing something. So I didn't get as much firewood split and prepared that I wanted to. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. My goal was to try to split a cord of wood, but I think I only split about a half a cord.
So my goal, almost every live stream, is to at least split 1 cord of firewood. But sometimes I just don't make that goal because I didn't prepare enough logs. Like today, I didn't cut enough logs to be able to cut a cord. But I got way too many people that need firewood delivered, so I just gotta keep splitting, and deliver it as fast as I can. Thank you for joining my live stream. Mark, if you don't say anything like that, or moderators will ban you. They don't mess around. My moderators will ban you or put you in timeout, so you gotta watch it. Oh, there you go. You gotta watch what you say. My moderators don't mess around. I cut them into the size pieces my customers want. So like I said earlier, a lot of my customers, they want firewood for drinking wood. They're not burning it in their house. So a lot of them, they want it smaller. Oh man, my generator stopped. I don't know what type of... Give me 1 second, I gotta go turn on my generator. If I can even see to get over there because I don't have my phone. Maybe I'll take my phone with me. Give me 1 second. I'm going to take my phone off this tripod so I can actually see.
too dark. I don't know if I can turn on my flashlight going this live. Let me see. I can. All right, give me 1 second. Turn my generator back on. Sometimes it stops, and I don't know why. So I gotta go start my generator back up again. And I just filled it, so I don't know why it would randomly stall. All right, I got my generator back on. All right, you cut them into small pieces. I answered that. That's because that's how my customers like them. What type of ram is that? It's fast. This is a super split. What is the best way to burn? In my opinion, is pine. Get you back on here. I personally like to burn pine. Other people might not. Yeah, and also with the size of my firewood, I haven't had a customer complain yet that said my firewood was too big, was cut too big. So if they don't have a problem with it, I keep it how it is. How much do you sell a cord of oak for? All my firewood I sell for $260. And it's extra to deliver it. Yeah, some people like softwood, some people like hardwood. Birch is nice. Pine works too, yes. It all depends on what you're doing. Great price. A lot of people in my area are selling it for $350. So, there's one guy that I don't know how he sells it for $200 a cord. I don't know. I have no idea. Some people can sell it for really cheap. I gotta move this camera. You guys can't see me. Maybe I'll wait. There we go. That doesn't block. 400 to 500? Okay. What state? I am in New Jersey. So, the price of wood depends on your area. Every area is different. So, the more trees you have in your area, the less the firewood is. So, the more that anybody can just go into the woods and just get firewood, then the firewood is cheaper. It's a lot cheaper because so many people can get it. But in places like my one friend moved to North Dakota, he said firewood's almost $600 a cord. You can sell it for $600 a cord because there's not much trees. A lot of trees are getting trucked in for firewood. So when there's not a market for it, you can charge whatever you want because people will buy it. But when there's thousands of people, probably a couple hundred people in just the state of New Jersey that sell firewood, there's so many people that sell firewood that you can't sell it for a high price because there's just too many people selling it, so you have to sell it for cheaper. How well seasoned is your wood? The wood that I'm splitting right now is pretty much almost dry. But a lot of my firewood, I sell it most of the time it's out of my yard by 3 months. After I split it, no matter if it's dry or wet, I don't advertise that I sell it. I'm going to idle this down a little bit. I don't advertise that I sell dry wood. I only advertise green. All my firewood I advertise is green. So because I don't have the storage to store 50, 75, 100 cords of wood in my yard for 2 years and still have more for the previous year. So like this winter, I'm almost out of my wood. But I don't have the kind of space to store wood to be able to actually dry it. Yeah, some states don't have pine. I could get a giant mountain load of pine if I wanted to, but I only sell it for like my bundles. I only sell it for my bundle wood. That's the only market I have for it, so I don't get much. I do not get much bundles. Wow, we went down to 30 people, so I'll probably definitely end soon. I have a lot of redwood and pine here. Okay. Maple, birch, and oak are in northern New York. Main woods. Yeah, so a lot of here, the main woods we have is oak, red oak and white oak, pine, cedar, swamp maple. We're losing a lot of our maple trees here. But we used to have birch, especially where I live, but I haven't seen an actual birch tree in New Jersey for like forever. It's like some type of disease or something took them all out. So it's hard to, I haven't really seen any. But yeah, a lot of the main wood I get is oak. I mean, there's some, I think there's a couple loads I'll get that are cherry. I'll sometimes get some holly and stuff like that, but a lot of times it's oak. Some beetle disease. Yeah, probably. I have no idea. But the thing I like about birch is you can light it so easily with a match. Start splitting again before I lose too many of my viewers. This firewood I'm splitting right now is so dry, it's literally started to rot at the end because it's been out for so long. See, like this, I can just peel pieces off because it's so rotted on the edge. I guess I should move my phone back so you can actually see. I like it the way it smells when it burns. What, oak?
do in 6 hours? How many piles? What do you mean by piles? Hold on, somebody just sent me something. Oh, my phone's almost dead. I gotta plug it in. Give me 1 second. I don't know what just happened. Hold on. There we go. Alright, so what was your question? How many piles do you do in 6 hours? Yes. What do you mean by how many piles? You said how many piles? How many piles you doing in 6 hours? What does that question mean? I gotta go find out where I put my charger. I gotta plug in my phone. My phone's gonna die. Give me 1 second. I gotta bring something over I can put my battery pack on. My phone's at like super dead. One second, plug this in here. My phone's charging. Alright, we're good. Walk away. Alright. Pile when you cut the piece you put in some place named pile. Pile when you cut the piece you put in some place the name pile. Your question is confusing. Are you asking me like how much cords of wood I split in 6 hours? How many piles? It says how many pile you doing in 6 hours? I'm not understand. Maybe I'm reading your question weird. I don't know. I don't know. How many cords of wood I split in 6 hours? I don't know. I don't split firewood that long. If that's what you were trying to ask, I don't split firewood for 6 hours. I don't have the time. Big conveyor. I have no idea. Maybe I'm reading the question wrong, and if I am, I'm sorry. I'm not understanding. So much. Thank you so much for the hearts. They're appreciated. Thank you. You're welcome. Sorry I couldn't really answer your question. I gotta get my tool and scrape this dirt that's starting to build up real quick and put more oil on it.
That's the thing with these splitters. Dirt gets caked here, and then if it doesn't get scraped off, it will seize the ruler. There's a little bar bearing. It would seize that up, and then the bar bearing won't be round. It will be flat on one side, which will make it impossible to put firewood. All this sawdust and stuff gets packed onto this metal. You gotta keep scraping this stuff off so it doesn't build up too much. Otherwise, it ain't gonna be too good for you. And I always like to add some marching oil, not too much, just to help lube it up a little bit so it slides easier. The marching oil sticks because it's sticky. So I always like using some marching oil to make sure that this thing keeps gliding and it doesn't stick. See if I can answer a question real quick, if I can. Alright, let's see. Hard job. You use no gloves. Hard job, no use gloves. No, I do not use gloves. Ever when I'm splitting firewood. Or pretty much doing anything unless I absolutely have to. I do not wear gloves. Like if I'm messing with something that's very disgusting, I'll wear gloves. But other than that, I don't wear gloves. They're annoying. Does firewood burn? Yes, firewood burns. Hello, what wood burns the longest? Any hardwood will burn longer. So like if you have something like oak will burn a lot longer than something like pine. Because pine is a softer wood, so it will burn a lot quicker. So here is the reason of why I do not wear gloves. I've tried looking for gloves that feel comfortable, and a lot of times either I can't find gloves that fit because my hands are big, or the gloves are very uncomfortable and I don't feel like I can do anything. I need a glove that I can feel like I can actually work in, which a lot of times it's very hard to find gloves that I can actually work in. So I just don't wear gloves. I don't know why my generator just randomly stops. I don't understand why it does this. 1 second, I gotta go find my generator. and start it up. Yeah, I'm not sure why my generator just randomly stops. And it's annoying because then I gotta walk all the way over here, and it's got gas. It's full of gas. So I don't know. All right, well, back to splitting. I'm almost done anyway. I'm just trying to get the last I got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. About 20, 25 logs I want to split before I end this live, which will put me at about 2 hours. So, because I get a decent amount of views a lot of times. Like, I'll end the video and get like 70-something thousand views for the algorithm. Alright, let's get back. One Saturday, if I plan ahead, I can try to live stream for like 3 or 4 hours. I don't know. We'll see. Camera back. There you go. Now I gotta move this. This thing's right in my head. Come on. I don't know. Sometimes it wants to move and sometimes it don't. Gotta find a good spot to put you. Hey Josh, this is Alex. Hi. I'm going to make you a moderator. So you can help me if you would like. Alright, so a moderator, in case you don't know, that means you have the power. You have the power to delete people's comments. You have the power to ban people. So, because sometimes there's people that just start going crazy on my YouTube and commenting the most weird things ever. So, if you're a moderator now, you can ban people, you can put people in timeout. You can always use moderators with crazy people.
comment says, would you like yes. Wow, we're back up to 40 people. 142 likes. Can we get to 200 likes and break a glowing firewood record? I've never gotten to 200 likes before, so if you could double tap that screen, get me to 200 likes, I will appreciate it. I mean, I would appreciate it if you didn't. It wouldn't matter, but if you'd like to help me break a record, hit that like button. Let's get to 200 likes. I have less than 20 logs before I'll be ending my live. I'm ending my live once I'm done my logs. Funny enough, when I'm done splitting firewood, I'll probably go watch somebody else split firewood. 45 people, 43 likes. Can we get to 200 likes? What kind of super split do you have? I have no idea. It's a super split. That's all I know. I got it off of some guy on Facebook Marketplace. Marketplace is the best, yes. We got the special edition super split, you can split anything. This will split pretty much anything. So this will split almost anything unless it has very big knots in it, then it won't. But yeah, this will split anything.
this splitter, pretty much if you can get it on this splitter, it will split it. Some of this wood I can split with my bundles, so that's why some of this I'm splitting smaller. But I split my bundle wood a lot smaller than I do regular firewood. If it's really, really straight or looks real good, I'll split it for bundles. Because I sell way too many bundles, so I always never have too much wood for bundles. Like this wood is very straight. So I'll probably split a lot of this for my bundles. If it's like knotted or whatnot, then the knots catch on my bags when I bag the firewood. So I try to get straight pieces for my bundles. Got more comments. Give me 1 second. One second. Awesome. They are great machines. Up where they make it. That's what I was going to do until I found this. I was about ready to go buy one. Every time you cut a piece of wood, do you need to lift that yellow tool? You need to lift that yellow tool, or is there an automatic option? This is how I split firewood. This engages the flywheel against the clutch and flywheel. So yes, this one I don't believe you can put a pedal on it like some splitters can. I don't know how you paid, but ours, I don't know how you paid, but ours was new. I paid $2,000 for it. What is the best splitter in the industry? I have no idea, but my favorite is this super split right here. Hi from England. How you doing? My favorite is the super split. I mean, if you go and my favorite that I own is the super split. If you go to my YouTube channel, well, I was checking out Easton Made Log Splitters, which is a company that does log splitters. I haven't tried others, so I can't say. There's Wolf Ridge. There's a whole bunch of other log splitter companies. But I went to a show that was all Easton made, and I got to try out a lot of cool splitters that I wouldn't be able to buy for a long time because they're way too expensive. They're like $30,000-$40,000. So I don't know where. I might try to link it after this live stream in the comments if I remember. But if you go back in my YouTube channel, you can see I was testing out some different products of splitters. But I want to go to more shows so I can test out more splitters. So, yes, this is a very good splitter. So I've only really tried, other than my Lowe's splitter and this splitter, I've only tried a super split. No, not super split. Easton Made, which I believe they are out of Canada. So those are the only splitters I've tried. I'm hoping to go to more like the Paul Bunyan and stuff next year so I can actually try more splitters. But we'll see. It all depends on if I can get off work. Like I couldn't get off work last Paul Bunyan this year because by the time I remembered, oh, the Paul Bunyan's coming up in Ohio or wherever it's at, I didn't have time to get off, and I'm like, I'm not even going to worry about it. So, but next year I hope to go to Paul Bunyan, and there are tons of firewood companies that you can just go and look at the different splitters and whatnot. So you just got to do your research if you're buying a splitter and how much you want to spend, because there's so many different splitters. There's splitters with 4-way wedges, 8-way wedges, 16-way wedges. So there's tons of different splitters out there for sure. As far as I know, this is one of the faster splitters. I mean, I could be wrong, but what? Backyard. You should have read the terms and conditions. We don't have kind of language used on my YouTube channel. So you are now unavailable to chat. So make sure you use kid-friendly language or you will get blocked from my channel. Yep, we got another question. Outside with Shive is in the woodyard. Hopefully that's not too loud. What's up, Shive? How you doing, brother? I got like probably 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, about 10 to 15 logs I'm going to split, and I'm going to call it a night. What's up, Shad? How's hunting going? Catching any big bucks? Had a long day. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm hoping, I'm working right now to get my gun. I'm going to get my gun permit and whatnot, and then eventually, once that's all done, I want to go get my hunting permit. So that's my plan right now, is to eventually get my hunting permit. I got way too much woods by me to not be hunting it. Work first, pay later. Yep. That's what I'm doing. There's a couple guys that go hunting by my woods. They're already baiting woods, getting ready for deer season here. Or I don't know when hunting season starts here. They do crossbow shooting too in our woods. There's also some people that come in, and I don't know what it's called, but they run around and chase the deer into like a circle, like in the middle of the woods, and then shoot them. But there'll be like 40, 50 people, 60 people sometimes. They're all parked all at the end of my driveway. Some people are parked in my yard, and then they'll go and all run around in the woods and chase the deer into the center and then kill them. I need to clean before I live. Deer drives. Okay. I heard they're dangerous. I would imagine they're dangerous because you go shoot a deer and you're bringing everybody into the circle, then you might accidentally kill somebody. Because I've heard some people died like that too. What a big piece, how many pieces you make? I don't know, maybe I'll count it. Because I split all these big rounds into 4. I chunked them into 4. So I'll count 4 chunks and see how many pieces I get out of them. Maybe... Yeah, these guys, I heard they go in a circle, and they just bring the deer into a circle, and then they start shooting them. They haven't done it around me in a couple years, but I remember they used to do that. All right, just for giggles, let's see. I'm gonna grab 4 big chunks and see how much wood I got from one of these rounds. I forget how big these rounds were. But
So if you would like to count, feel free to count. I'm going to split 4 of these. I ain't counting. These rounds are pretty big. Alright, that's 1/4. Alright, well, apparently my phone is dying. So, let's see what Shive said. Do I wish sometimes that knife was bigger? Oh yeah, it would be nice. But I've seen somewhere that you can put attachment on it that has a double wedge on that thing. I'm not sure if that's true, but so I don't know. Well, I shut the splitter off, and now I'm gonna just walk inside because it's already 8 o'clock anyway. I think that's when Firewood, Guns and Sawdust, or whatever that thing is live. I forget when they go live, but I'm gonna go watch them if they're live. If not, I'm just gonna go and rewatch it. So, thank you for watching. If you guys haven't hit that subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. If I got a super chat, which I don't believe I did, and I missed it, thank you. Thank you for moderators. I will see you in another video, live stream, or whatever. I don't know what I'm doing next. Thank you, and have a good one.